now I gotta ride or die.
Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion.
So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you join me from the driver's seat of the Mark 8 Golf R, a highly anticipated hyper hatch, hot hatch, it's mega either way, and a 320 brake horsepower hot hatch that I have gracefully been given today by the guys at Esplanade on the Isle of Wight. So shout out to those guys for letting me have a taster of the new generation Golf R. I've seen not too many videos on these, and what we're going to do today is take it out in the elements. It is currently February and it is a wet, windy, horrible day. This is exactly what the Golf R is going to be used for. Days like today, it is an everyday car, so I'm really intrigued to see what this car is like in all of the elements, dirty back roads and rain and puddles that we're going to find today. This is a real world review. This isn't how fast it goes 0 to 60. It isn't how fast it does this and all that sort of other stuff you can find online. This is what it's actually like to drive from an ownership point of view. If you want to own one of these, go and buy one. This is what it's going to be like. So I'm going to put it through its paces today. We're going to find some B roads, go and enjoy it. So first things first, this is the Mark 8 Golf R. Anticipated, highly anticipated. I'm a GTI and R fan of the Mark 7 generation, and we've actually driven the GTI Mark 8. A little bit of pop and bang there. Hello, hello. Okay, now we're talking. So this is the new variant of the R. It's what I've heard is supposed to be leap years different from the Mark 7. So what we'll do is we'll throw it around some corners. Again, I'm going to be very, very frank with you guys. It is so wet, so cold, so rainy, it's a February in England. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So what we're going to experience today is the real world drive in this car. First things first, zero traction loss. Obviously these R's are four-wheel drive. The new system that this car has means it can transfer its torque to like 100% to one rear wheel. It's insane. So you know you're not going to come unstuck in this, but if you do, you'll be going a rate of knots. I think the word is a rate of knots. The gearbox is incredibly sharp in R mode. One thing that I'm absolutely in love with is that they've actually put R as a button on the steering wheel. Oh yeah, that gives you the fizz. Yeah, they've actually put the R mode on the steering wheel. Like your conventional M cars, you press the M button and that gives the best variant of the car. Let's just throw it into this corner. Third gear, 40 mile an hour. Stability is on another level in this car. No slip, no give whatsoever. This is sat on the 19-inch wheels, so I'm not going to say it's choppier, but I can definitely feel a difference from a GTI Club Sport that I've recently done that will be going out next week. That had 18s on it, and although that was a completely different driving experience to this R, I definitely feel that this is a slightly more choppy than that car. That's from, you know, an owner's point of view. You're going to feel that. So going through puddles like you wouldn't even realise we were going through puddles right now. It's just the tool, isn't it? The R, the tool of just smashing everything. The daily duties in this would be phenomenal. These seats are incredibly comfortable. You've got this Alcantara and sort of like a plaid stitch, cross stitch, blue with stripes, and it's cool. I think I prefer the GTI seats. Wow, it does sound so amplified in here. I am led to believe that there is some sort of fakery coming through the speakers. That does not take away from how this thing drives though. Again, we're down some greasy, wet back roads in the middle of February. You wouldn't even know that this car was even being put in through these conditions. It just... no slip, little pops and bangs on the overrun, which I'm a little bit of a fan of. That is a nice bit of pop and bang. So yeah, it drives like you expect a newer R2. It's a little bit lighter on its feet, I believe, than the Mark 7. It feels a little bit more poised. There isn't too much weight going through the corner. I do feel that this car feels, or gives the sensation that it's a little bit more sprightly through a corner than a Mark 7R. I'll just tip it around here. Yeah, and as you come on and as you get a little bit more excited and drive a little bit more vigorously in this car, the steering becomes more poised and more direct as you throw it round, and that's again another R, or at least Golf GTI R trait. Cars like this, right, let me be very, very transparent. Let's go. Cars like this, you can kick its head in. You could just run rings around other cars, supercars. This is, you know, when the 7 came out, it was leap years ahead and it was just insane. This is the same sort of development in generation. A little bit more power, a little bit more stability, a little bit more niceness inside. It feels like a bit more of a more upscale car. If you pitch this next to a, you know, say AMG product, that feels like top tier. This is like, you know, getting up there now with being a really comfortable, refined place to be. The ambient lighting's lovely. The screens are so good. When you put it into R mode, it all changes and goes blue. I love that when you're driving, the blue button on the R mode is there with blue lights, and it's such a nice experience to be in this car. That's part of it. Sometimes I do get in, you know, VW products, and it's a very nice place to be, but they haven't quite had the artistic flair they're after, like AMG do. This feels like such a relaxing environment, and although it does share a lot of its previous generation style and look, like the switches, I'm convinced I had them on my Mark 5 Golf back in the day. I'm convinced even the wing mirror button looks like it's from the previous Mark 5 Golf generation, but I like that. It's sort of homely in a weird way. Let's just grab a second gear. Straight to the speed limit straight away there. Yeah, you will not be disappointed. The thing to say more than anything is I've driven a lot of 7s, Mark 7s, right? I've driven the Mark 8 now, and it gives that same visceral experience of a car that can do anything and everything at the same time. Get kids in, lovely. This one's got a pan roof as well, which is beautiful. Unfortunately, we can't have it open today because it's literally like rainy, really bad rainy. It is like so direct, so right. Mid corner, just put your foot down, and yeah, you're off. Little pop and bang out the back. It will let you get away with literally anything you want. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. What do you think of the Mark 8 Golf R? Is it something to talk about? It is, you know, expensive. They're like 40 grand, don't get me wrong. They will come down at some point, like 7s have, but right now, today, I do see that this car is exactly what it says on the tin. It is the evolution of the 7. But let me know what you think of the Mark 7 Golf R below, styling wise. But you need to go and drive one of these cars to experience how well these cars are manufactured. It's just biblical levels of grip, and yeah, just put your foot down in the middle of a corner. It's all good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't for more car content just like this. And I'll see you all on the next one.